Hello,
Kansas.
friends. Welcome back to Sunday Shenanigans with me, your host, Trevor Stewart, 1308. And we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat and the Peanut Gallery. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Greetings.
We were just discussing the ideas for the gingerbread house contest that we are in discussions about with Hidden Leaf and Kush Gang and possibly Firehouse. So, but we are here now, and we're getting ready to play along with NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. But first, today's ad read. Today's pre-rolls brought to you by the Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, Virginia, 105 West Main Street, on the downtown mall, above the bricks, Suite 200. A great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds. A bud, and the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Also, they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personally highly biased research, by which I mean I was incredibly high when I did my biased research. Don't forget to check the website for times and events, such as Frosty Fridays, where you can find our other two sponsors. Firehouse, where there's smoke, there's Firehouse. And Kush Gang, purveyor of fine edibles and drinkables. The website is thehiddenleafcville.com. That's thehiddenleafcville.com, all one word. A quick note of disclaimer. We'll probably be talking about some political stuff today because we'll be playing along with a news and politics show, and we will probably be expressing political opinions. Those political opinions belong to us, the channel, the expressor of the opinion, and possibly the parent company, but do not necessarily belong to any of our sponsors, including Hidden Leaf, Firehouse, and Kush Gang. All right, there we go. So, do we have any news stories this week that we think are going to end up on the show?
I think they're probably gonna talk about the Bob Ross paintings.
Yeah.
I doubt the fact that JD Vance has managed to have yet another injury in his motorcade is gonna make the news with them.
I could see why not, but I could also see why.
Oh, there's the big one with the shutdown.
Yeah, be on there.
I mean, that's going to be on there, yeah. The Epstein files, the Bill Clinton pictures, I bet.
Yes. Which I did hear. I heard a new joke, or well, a new interpretation of why he hasn't said anything about her, and it's that it's because he's always been jealous that she had Bill first.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Just yikes. Yikes.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be interesting to see if some of the I don't know if the stuff about UVA is making national headlines enough for NPR to pick up or not.
You mean for wait, because, the local NPR station's talking about it. Radio IQ's talking about it.
No, I mean, wait.
Yeah. The stuff around, so what's going on there is, as Glenn Youngkin is, leaving office, and Abigail Spamberger is coming in. She's asking UVA to hold off on naming a new president until after she's taken office. Which is, I feel kind of weird about it because I feel like it's both a little overly political. Like, I'm not comfortable when Republicans do it, so I'm not comfortable when Democrats do it.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it is a play from the Republicans' playbook. So it's not like it's not illegal, it's not unconstitutional, it's not against the rules. It's just unethical.
Well, in this case, it's not entirely unethical because she's basically saying, hold off on doing this so that we don't have to go through the courts when it's done. Because right now, you all do not qualify for actually doing this. And if you do it, it's going to have to get undone. So let's hold off a bit.
Okay. So even that, she's being ethical about it. See, from what I've heard, the stuff around it I've heard, it wasn't discussed in this sort of, in that sort of, like, what's actually going on. All I've heard is the bare bones facts about what's been said. Not really the reasoning behind it.
Well, from my understanding, and this is secondhand information,
That's fair.
the people who would be responsible for this, the UVA's Board of Governors, do not currently fit the bylaws or state regulations for what the Board of Governors is supposed to consist of. So technically, they are not legally viable. There's supposed to be a certain portion of it that are residents of the state of Virginia, and a certain portion of it that are UVA alums, and they do not meet either of those quotas currently.
Okay. And without those quotas being met, nothing they do is
they do not classify as a legitimate board.
Right.
So they need to do some board restructuring before they actually do some voting on anything else.
Board restructuring.
Which would then tie in with the article that I saw late last night, telling UVA faculty senate wants top university officials to step down because they're tainted.
Tainted by what?
Licking someone's taint.
Ew.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
I knew you couldn't resist that one. That's why I just let it go.
Okay, Alpha.
No.
Tainted as in the board doesn't have the correct makeup, or tainted as in these people were placed here invalidly, or they have undesirable stuff going on.
All the above?
All of the above, kind of.
Okay.
According to the article, they cite the fact that Ryan stepped down effectively under orders, under duress.
Okay.
They note, the attempt to weaponize the Board of Visitors.
Right.
They mentioned Spanberger's request. And then the other two things that they note is that there was a letter there was a letter sent out that was kind of that has been claimed as being full of false information, false narrative about Ryan leaving, to which Ryan has sent out his own letter / press release about what happened.
Interesting. What did his press release say? I mean, did it
What's a
say,
fully cited bibliography?
huh?
Of course, it would be a fully cited bibliography. He was an actual university president. He should know how to write an essay.
I more meant, was there any discrepancies between what the official story seemed to be and what his story seemed to be? Although I'm not surprised there's a works cited section.
The article doesn't go into details on that. It just links to what his letter says and the other letter, so you can read them yourself.
Okay.
But he does make accusations that two of the Board of Visitors members, Sheridan and Wilkinson, took a leading role in negotiating his resignation with the Department of Justice without his knowledge.
Okay. Ooh.
And the UVA Senate, the Faculty Senate, has requested the search be paused until the Board of Visitors is at full complement with members confirmed by the General Assembly.
Oh yeah, that's another part. A lot of these people are just tossed in by the current governor and not actually confirmed. So they're acting without confirmation.
Yep.
Okay. So all of this, I can see where none of this is valid. Like, all of this points to the actions of the Board of Visitors being not valid. Just because without anything being I am at a loss for words today.
That's fair.
Nothing's gone through the right channels. Nothing's been officially done correctly. So none of it counts.
It's all been done, in the back alley slumlord variety of tactics of, I'm going to shove somebody in a hole as a stopgap, and we're gonna,
It's the Spursum version.
Yeah.
For those of you who aren't from around here, Spursum is the perfect name for a local slumlord. I can't believe a guy named Spursum thought, that's perfect. I'll be a slumlord. Nothing was done through the right channels. They were done on Fox. Funny.
That too.
And so, yeah, Spursum. This is the Spursum version. I think that when we, instead of saying slumlord or, that kind of, we should just start referring to it as Spursum. Because even the word sounds gross. It makes me want to scrub myself clean with Brillo.
I have tucked that article in the chat for another time.
Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna go into articles right now, just because it would take us away from the game, and that's what we're supposed to be here to do.
This is true. Now, I have one that I am curious to see if it turns up not this week, but potentially next week on Wait Wait, which is
Okay.
argument over a turkey that resulted in gunfire at a Food Lion.
Yep, that tracks. I'm pretty sure I can fill in all the blanks.
Probably.
Was it in Virginia?
Nope.
No. But close by.
West Virginia?
North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is not what they meant when they said it's going to be a turkey shoot.
Nope.
Yikes. Well,
I'll be entertained if they actually mention it next week. And we will actually cover it next week. But
did it happen after the show? Like after
yeah,
Thursday?
I'm pretty sure it did. I've got to go look at the date again, but
Then
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
probably next week. If they cover it, it'd be next week.
If they did, we got to it first.
Yeah. Pretty much Thursday is their cutoff because the show airs Friday or records Friday. Maybe it is Thursday night.
Right.
They record Thursday night.
Whatever day.
Thursday
Yeah.
because their call time that you're supposed to be able to answer their call was on Thursday.
Ah.
Oh. Well, that would be a heck of a thing to interrupt Thursday D&D game for.
I mean, it would, but come on.
But two out of the three three other attendees of the group would be right there with me, so. I wonder if we could submit as Nickwork Entertainment.
No,
No, it's only individual.
always seems to have been.
Oh well.
But you could go on as an individual, and when they ask what you do, you can be Network Entertainment.
We're dropping the network. It's just Nickwork Entertainment.
Okay.
It's the network makes it the network makes it clunky. The third word just makes the name clunky. It's in general with corporation names, brevity is better.
True.
Even when you're going for
Yes, but if you're attempting to obfuscate your purposes, you go with much larger words.
you do, but you still don't. Also, if you're trying to emulate something older, like I'm shooting for with the name, I was kind of shooting for something that could remind people of, the early 1900s, the early 20th century. A sort of almost an Art Deco name. And it's supposed to harken back to RKO RKO radio. It's supposed to have a little bit of that in it. Pre-TV almost. And so yes, we want something big. Yes, we want something with grandeur, but you still need something that's not clunky. And and this is a personal preference for me personally. I don't think this is anything about branding, marketing, but a 2-word name is going to flow easier than a 3-word name.
Fair enough.
Or if you do have a third word, it should be very small. When I think of the iconic names, mostly it's, film and TV names, but iconic names of stuff, really, it's 1 to 2 words. Hardly ever is it unless it ends up being shortened to a
Monogram.
Yeah, thank you. And Nickwork Network Entertainment, shortened to NNE, is pretty neat.
Mm.
But when you have to say the whole thing out,
It's a real slapper.
yep. So that's just how I feel about that. That's why I feel like we should drop the network.
Okay.
I also feel like network is... I feel like we can imply network because we're on more than one platform.
Mm.
But...
Careful.
Yeah. Also, network usually comes at the end of a name. It's the something network. Huh?
If you want me to keep going with the NNE, it would be Network News and Entertainment.
Yeah. And then you could tack network at the end of that. NNE network. Although, I still like if we take out the second N and then it becomes NE network.
Yep.
Which is the any key? Which is the any key?
Or you could go with Network Network Corporation.
No.
That way it's CNN backwards.
For all the lexics in the room.
Still no.
Still no. I think as a group we can settle on Network Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yes, we can and we will. But we will also settle on continuing to discuss this because it's kind of fun.
Yes, we
true.
will. I don't think it's bad to necessarily occasionally rebrand somewhat, you know.
Mm.
Well, yeah, sometimes hair grows over it.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and start the show. Have you guys clicked on the link or clicked on the page?
Yep. So,
This message comes from Vital
right along.
Farms, who works with small American farms to bring you pasture-raised eggs. Click the play button to hear from pasture-raised egg farmer Tanner Pace, who shares the sights.
All right. The way she's pronouncing it, I'm not hearing wide open grassland.
Nope.
I'm hearing guy with a Bible and a collar.
I find it funny the peanut gallery said move along, and that's the commercial we get.
I do too. But it's for chickens, not cows.
Eh,
What can we say? They chickened out.
yeah.
That was foul.
Well, it'll go away if you stop pecking at it.
He and his hens experience on the rolling hills of his family farm in southern Missouri. Support for this podcast and the following message.
From NPR.
We all got paper, pencils. We ready to take score?
Yeah.
Or kind of, maybe, not really.
Sort of, kind of, maybe, not really. All right. Close enough.
At WBEZ Chicago, this is Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz.
Oh.
Warning, there's no lifeguard on duty, and you're in the deep end of my voice.
Oh, Bill.
I'm Bill Curtis, and here's your host at the Studebaker Theater at the Fine Arts Building in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, Peter.
Great to see you all. We have a great show for you today. Later on, we're going to be joined by comedian and actor Tiffany Haddish. But first,
I can't help thinking about what Maddie Holmes said about he just sounds so punchable.
I mean, not wrong.
I didn't hear it till she said it, and now I hear it.
Fair.
just speaking for ourselves, so excited that the federal government shutdown is over. So instead of being defunded because of an emergency, we can go back to being defunded on purpose. But somehow our phones still work, so call in to play our games. The number to call is 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. Let's welcome our first listener contestant this week. Hi, you're on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, I'm Sophia, calling from Los Angeles, California.
Hey, how are things in beautiful LA?
Hi, Sophia.
A little rainy, but good.
Yeah, well, that'll be good for you, I know. What do you do there?
I'm an engineer.
You're an engineer. Ooh, I love engineers. What sort of things do you engineer?
I work at an aerospace company doing a new space station.
Oh,
No, really? You mean like a totally different space station than the one we have?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know we were getting a second one.
Yeah, you know what? Trump cut a wing off of the other one.
Money saving. Well, welcome to the show. Sophia, let me introduce you to our panel this week. First up, he's a
Well
comedian
played, Paula.
and fashion designer. You can see December 13th in Chicago at the Kimball Art Center for the Birthday in Babylon extravaganza. It's the Prince of Bronzeville, Brian Babylon.
Hi, Brian.
Next, she's a feature writer for the Washington Post. It's Roxanne Roberts.
Hey,
Hello,
Roxanne.
And finally, a comedian you can see New Year's Eve at the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco. And of course, she is the host of the weekly podcast, Nobody Listens to Paula Poundstone. It's Paula Poundstone.
Hey, shoulder pads. Paula Poundstone.
So, Sophia, welcome to the show. You're going to play Who's Bill this time. Bill Curtis is going to read you 3 quotations from this week's news. If you can correctly identify or explain just 2 of them, you will win our prize. Any voice from our show you might choose on your voicemail. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Your first quote is from an email about President Trump that was in the news this week.
he is the dog that did not bark.
After
Weinstein,
months of
or
people demanding
Epstein.
that they be released, that was one of the thousands of emails released this week. From the account of whom?
Epstein.
Would that be Epstein?
That would be Jeffrey Epstein, yes. You can applaud for her. For her. In the emails released by the House, Epstein calls Trump, quote, borderline insane, so gross, a dirty businessman, and, quote, even worse in person than on TV, unquote. So,
Wow.
say it with me, folks. Maybe Jeffrey Epstein wasn't so bad.
No, he was bad, just honest as well.
I mean, it's amazing. It's like it's this bizarre look into this guy's world and all the people he associated with. But probably the most interesting email was the one from 2019, where Epstein wrote, "Hey, looking forward to living long enough to implicate the president. Well, gotta go. There's a bunch of guys in my cell. Bye."
Wait, how many emails were there?
There were 20,000 pages of emails.
Wow.
Yeah.
And over what period of time were they,
Years and years, decades.
Oh my, 20,000.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a lot of it's got to be spam.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But you know what I would love to do? I would love to take all those emails and then dump them in the chat GPT and say, hey, man, what you think about this?
Yeah.
You know, like, what? And that's when you get a nice, unfiltered.
ChatGPT was like, oh, God, I can't. Sophia, here is your next quote.
It's a Wonderful Life, The Sound of Music, and Ordinary People.
That was from a list of somebody's favorite movies released before a big event with Hollywood luminaries at the Vatican this week. Whose list
Pope.
was it?
The Pope.
The Pope?
The Pope, yes!
Have you guys seen Ordinary People?
I do not remember. I know that they.
It is a good movie. It is funny.
There were a lot of movies that I watched with Mom when I was little. Some of which I remember, others I don't remember until I have watched later and went, oh yeah, I've seen this. I know how this goes.
Let me make sure I'm remembering the right movie, but if I'm remembering the right movie, it was... No, I'm not. I'm so not remembering the right movie. Okay. Never mind. Looks like an amazing movie. It's got Donald Sutherland in it. But I was thinking of there's a Bette Midler movie, comedy. Really, and which means it's got a name like Ordinary People.
Which one are you thinking of?
The Bette Midler movie?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not sure.
Synopsis.
Huh?
You obviously don't have the title right. Synopsis, please.
It is a movie about it's ruthless people. I'm confusing it with Ruthless People. Synopsis is Bette Midler's married to Danny DeVito. He's a piece of trash. She fakes a kidnapping for ransom. Yeah. It's... Who
Sounds
else?
very.
I mean, it is great. Oh, Judge Reinhold is in it. That's the other person in it. Okay. Well, that's... The New Pope was a lot more fun when I thought Ruthless People was one of his favorite movies.
This week, Pope Leo released a list of his favorite movies. It was Life is Beautiful, The Sound of Music, It's a Wonderful Life, Ordinary People, and, this is weird, anything with Sydney Sweeney.
Is that true?
Well, actually, no. It was just the 4 movies.
That's a weird list, man.
Really, you think?
I don't think so. I think
I
it's a
mean,
good list.
isn't he from the South Side?
He is.
No,
See, that's why I
it's a
think
list
Ruthless People would be better.
that a guy who appears to be a godly person would pick.
Yeah.
Like
Like
he's-
PR list.
Right.
No.
If he had put Die Hard in there with the rest of those movies, I'll be okay. Like, Life is Good, Sound of Music, Die Hard, Ordinary People. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Or
believe
like
it.
Fast and the Furious 7. Like that.
Yeah.
Just a little human touch.
No, that's trash. Like, a legit
not remotely upset nor baffled by the Pope's list of movies. These are good movies.
What was Ordinary
you
People
know,
about?
a
What was
Pope-
Ordinary People about?
It's a family drama set here in
Ordinary
Chicago.
People
It's a
is-
Chicago movie,
yeah,
North
well,
Shore,
Maybe
Chicago.
that's why he was such a fan of it. But these are good movies, and a Pope, he's, I mean, he started out just as a priest, right?
I believe, yes, that is a requirement to be Pope.
Okay.
It's not like if you want to be a Pope, if that's your ambition, you pretty much have to start as a priest.
I thought maybe it was like the Supreme Court where you could just have come in.
Yeah. There's no actual, there's no law that says the Pope has to be a priest. It
Yeah,
could be a plumber.
right, exactly. Or I used
hairstylist.
I used to manage an international house of pancakes.
Yeah,
and, I'm just naturally good with people.
Also a service organization.
Yeah.
All right, Sophia, here is your last quote.
As a Lake Ontario girlie who's worked on ships, this day is high-key my jam.
That was a woman on TikTok, one of many young people commemorating the 50th anniversary this week of the wreck
the
of
Edmund
what?
Fitzgerald.
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
The Edmund Fitzgerald, yes. The hottest thing on TikTok right now is a 1975 shipwreck. Young people gathered in clubs and bars on Monday to commemorate the anniversary of the tragedy on Lake Superior. As always, it just seems the two things that crosses our society across generations, the two things are what color is this dress and big ship go down. No, so if you want to know, if you don't know and you want to go and find out the specifics of what happened to the Edmund Fitzgerald, you can go on TikTok or ask literally any dad.
It sank.
It did.
Was it like a 6 and a 7 clash together?
No. No. Here's the thing, though, and I love this, that I found out
Jesse Crystal.
by virtue of these young people on TikTok and their commemorations. The company that built the ship, way back when, named it after their own president, Edmund Fitzgerald, even though he begged them not to, right? And I just feel incredibly sorry for that guy because he walked around for the rest of his life just muttering, I said, call it the Centennial, but no.
Yeah, that's how the guy who made the
Happy
new
Sunday,
Cracker Barrel
Crystal.
logo feels.
Yeah. Two, I believe, equivalent disasters in American history.
Yeah, very.
50 years from now, they'll be commemorating that on TikTok, or what's left of it.
Ask any TikTok historian. There are parallels.
Yes, it's true. Bill, how did Sophia do in our quiz?
Smart engineer there in Los Angeles. She got them all right.
All right.
What'd you say?
That's what I have to say to Paula Poundstone because you were talking. What did she say that was so funny?
Disasters in American history, right?
Yeah.
I said, call it the Centennial, but no.
Yeah, that's how the guy who made the new Cracker Barrel logo feels.
Yes. Yeah. Two, I believe, equivalent disasters in American history, right?
Yeah, very.
50 years from now, they'll be commemorating that on TikTok, or what's left of it.
Ask any TikTok historian. There are parallels.
Yes, it's true. Bill, how did Sophia do in our quiz?
Smart engineer there in Los Angeles. She got them all right.
All right.
Wow.
Sophia, thank you so much for playing. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, Rita.
Happy
Panel,
Sunday,
right now it is
Jesse
time for you
Crystal.
to answer some questions about this week's news. Paula, residents who live in London near the Olympic Velodrome that was built for the 2012 Summer Games there have noticed this odd phenomenon.
Yeah.
The velodrome, on certain occasions, emits loud sounds that sound very much like what?
Skaters stuck inside.
No. I should also say that the velodrome was for bicycle racing.
Well, that's why skaters would get stuck.
That's true, you're right. No ice.
What did you say?
I said screaming.
I said motorcycles.
I'm going. Yeah. I'm going with bicycles. Like motorcycles, but not quite. All is pretty well with us. Thank you, Crystal. I think all is well with us. Is all well with us, guys?
Not in the head.
Yeah.
Never in.
Well, there's your answer.
True, you're right. No ice. They just go right in there.
Poor things.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't just report on
The
it.
crowd.
Get over there with a chainsaw and get the skaters out.
No, that's not the answer.
It is.
No.
Want to give me a hint?
I guess he who created this audio phenomenon through architectural quirks
Farts. It smells
Oh my
or
gosh!
sounds like
There's
farts.
farting sounds
Yes,
coming from
farting noises emitting from the
Okay.
building.
Yeah, that's the bicyclist.
People often complain that these incredibly expensive facilities built for like one Olympics are useless once it's over. Well, no more. This one farts.
Yeah.
So the building has this double curved roof that they call the Pringle because that's what it looks like. And people who live near it notice that during, say, fireworks displays, the loud bangs get reflected off the curves in a funny way that sound a lot like, well, a fart. So we have the audio and the sound we do, brace yourselves. The sound you hear is fireworks and then the sound reflected off the velodrome roof.
Wow.
Right.
Well, you know what?
That's accurate.
Yeah, right.
Homie, you need to get to a toilet fast. Those sound not trustworthy.
That might be a bit late.
Yeah, it's a bit late, but you still need to get there because that sounds like there's a lot more waiting.
Orange and brown.
Oh, definitely brown.
Oh man, I mean, that sounds like you got to wipe after that fart. Wow. I'm really working on how the physics of the sound dynamics create that noise.
So, the velodrome was for the bicycle races, right?
Right.
All right. So it's making up for all the wipeouts that happened.
Ow.
Yeah, that was painful.
Uh-huh.
I know what's good. It was not good, but I had to share.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
toilet bowl.
God. I don't even,
Here.
Uh-oh.
I'm terrified now.
It's the picture. Can we say toilet bowl?
Okay. All of a sudden, now that I'm looking at it, it's not because of it's not the Pringle shape it's those slats. It's these things right here.
Honestly, I think it's all of it.
I mean, all of it, yeah, but it's these that are creating the chopping effect that's turning it into that. What makes it wet sounding, I don't know. But I see now how they get the chop to get it to... Okay.
I hope that roof seems, aside from the general impracticality of the design, yeah, it's kind of pretty and whatnot, but it seems like it's going to catch water.
Yeah, well, yeah, the thing is, okay. This is California, right?
No, this is England.
Yeah.
Oh. Psh. Pff. Yeah, okay. Well, that must be what the slats are for, so that it doesn't.
Yep.
so that it drains. What would worry me even more is it sure seems like it's going to catch snow. That's the thing. Okay, so that's why Virginia roofs have to have pitches. That's why they have to have a specific grade to the pitch of the roof. At least a certain, is so that it sheds snow, so that it doesn't build up pressure and crush the house, cave in the roof.
And here I thought they were just trying to sell themselves.
What?
And here I just thought they were trying to sell themselves with all those pitches.
The thing is, the average snowfall for there is less than, let's see. Let's see where this is. Your average snowfall is only 10 inches for the entire year.
Okay.
So, for the entire year, I think they've got it handled. So all they have to do is set it to do whatever it does for drainage. And with that kind of an expanse, you could potentially have some sort of,
heating element?
yeah. That would, quickly melt any snow to drain it, and it would keep it clear.
Okay.
Your rear window defroster.
Well, now that we've solved that problem that didn't actually need solving.
This is true. Because this is us.
Because this is us. But yeah, that...
No, that could be a lot of noises. That could be frogs.
No.
That could be some type of duck mating.
When I hear noises like that, I put the dog out.
Yeah.
Coming up, our panelists introduce you to a new friend in our Bluff the Listener game called 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play. We'll be back in a minute with more of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR. And safely dig that. It states of AT&T. You could get up to 3.
What was that?
The new friend is the AI necklace.
Yikes.
No, I'm not joking. I'm betting that's what it's going to be.
Double yikes.
In coverage without times may vary on board and on shore.
Tell me, the NPR News Quiz.
I'm
Bill
terrified
Curtis.
of the
We're
AI
playing
necklace.
This week with Paula Poundstone, Roxanne Roberts, and Brian Babylon. And here again is your host at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Did you say something, Kat?
I was appreciating his pronunciation for Brian.
Oh. Aha.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bill. Right now, it's time for the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me Bluff the Listener game. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play our game on the air. Hi, you're on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, this is Noah calling from Washington, D.C.
Hey, Noah.
Hi,
how
Noah.
are you?
I'm doing well. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm very excited to have you. What do you do there in Washington?
Well, Peter, I regret almost every day moving from my beloved hometown of Chicago.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you for saying that. So as you sit around in Washington and just yearn for home.
That is very true. I miss my Chicago dogs.
Okay, well, I'm always up for Chicago Dog, too. Let's put the show on hold. We'll go get one together.
This sounds like a blast.
It does. Noah, it's great to have you with us. You're going to play our game in which you must try to tell truth from fiction. Bill, what's Noah's topic?
Her name is Tallulah.
This week, we read about a remarkable woman named Tallulah, and her story was so compelling, we just had to share it with all of you. Our panelists are going to tell you about Tallulah, who was in the news. Pick the one who's telling the truth, and you'll win our prize, the Wait Waiter of your choice on your voicemail. Ready to play?
I'm so excited.
Well, we are excited to have you try. Here we go. Let's hear first from Roxanne Roberts.
You can get financial coverage from the Wall Street Journal, or you can get it from OnlyFans breakout star Tallulah Bank. Bank, who named herself after the spicy Hollywood star Tallulah Bankhead, is a 29-year-old former Goldman Sachs analyst who gives daily stock market news and advice to more than 1 million Wall Street bros and other subscribers. She's naked, but covered from neck to ankle in cash. All of this is perfectly legal, or is it? The SEC has reportedly opened an investigation into Bank, says the New York Post, alleging that in addition to actual tips, Bank gets privileged corporate information DM'd to her. Her attorney has denied all the charges, telling the Post that his client is simply an astute observer of the stock market. Quote, "The only thing Miss Bank is guilty of is rising interest."
Sorry about that, folks. We were...
Wrong type of raid?
Yeah, we were about to have a visitor. And he's not allowed on camera.
Fair enough.
He is too young to be on camera on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
So. Although I do think that I have stuff in the way of that entrance curtain, so I don't think anybody could see him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back to the show.
Tallulah Bank, a very successful influencer on OnlyFans who gives out financial advice dressed only in currency. Your next Tallulah tidbit comes from Brian Babylon.
In paranormal news, 58-year-old Tallulah Adelia Bialo has stepped forward claiming that she and former President Barack Obama once ran an undercover youth ghost elimination strike force in high school. According to Bialo, the duo patrolled abandoned gymnasiums, foggy beaches, and at least one suspiciously cold broom closet at school. Their makeshift team was called the Aberration Opposition, and they detailed logs of supernatural encounters, including the time they were in the band room and saw a phantom flute playing the song Orinoco Flow by Enya, and this was 10 years before the song was even released. Crazy. Look, I'm not saying Tallulah and I saved Honolulu from ghostly chaos, Obama said. I'm just saying the broom closet wasn't cold for no reason. Bialo, meanwhile, is writing her memoir tentatively called Specters, Senators, and Ghosts, My Life-Haunting Ghost with Barack.
Tallulah, who it turns out used to ghost bust with none other than Barack Obama in high school. And your last story of this mysterious miss comes from Paula Poundstone.
After eye surgery to remove scar tissue due to retinopathy caused by type 1 diabetes, Mark Bryan was beset by visual hallucinations of a large set of Baywatch-style breasts. He named the apparition Tallulah, but the breasts were the only part of her he saw in the hallucinations.
What did you say?
That was not a word. That was just a
Aha.
Hallucinations. He knows nothing about her brains.
Of course the breast was all he saw. That's all he was looking at.
Or personality. Although he may have waited some time before reporting the symptoms, Mark Bryan was later informed by his surgeon that the hallucinations were caused by a rare eye condition called Charles Bonnet syndrome. The surgeons placed a bubble of air in Mark's eye to help it heal, and that's what caused Tallulah's breasts to move as if she was running on the beach. As news spreads of this side effect of eye surgery to remove scar tissue due to retinopathy caused by type 1 diabetes, doctors may well be concerned about an unstoppable, unhealthy increase in sugar intake among the male population. Cinnabon may well hire Mark Bryan as their spokesperson if he is not already the new face of Little Debbie, Little Marky.
All right. One of these is the Tallulah we found in the week's news. Was it from Roxanne, a financial influencer on OnlyFans named Tallulah Bank? From Brian Babylon, a woman named Tallulah who claims accurately that she used to ghost hunt with Barack Obama in high school? Or from Paula Poundstone, eye surgery leads to a man hallucinating a Baywatch babe he named Tallulah. Okay, which of these is the real story of Tallulah in the week's news?
I want to give it to Paula's Baywatch breasts, but I do think it's the fans.
So you think it's Rock?
Okay, he thinks it's A. I've gone B. Because the other two are just like, I mean, I guess A is believable when I think about it, but I just can't even with C. Like, no. Nah.
Well, of course you can't even see the third one. Not number anyway.
Roxanne's OnlyFans model,
well played.
Tallulah Bank. Okay, well, to bring you the real story, here's somebody who had some expertise on it.
The hallucinations I've heard are usually landscapes, colors, animals. I have not heard of giant breasts.
That was Siobhan Midgley, a vision rehabilitation teacher in the Chicagoland area, an expert on Charles Bonnet syndrome, talking about the man who really did see a woman he called Tallulah, or certain parts of her, wherever he looked for weeks.
Okay, did you know that, or was that just a guess?
That was honestly the one that sounded the most believable to me.
What do you think the uprise in sudden, quote unquote, eye injuries is going to be with people seeking to see if they can recreate this for themselves?
See, the problem is they misspelled the name of the person who it's named after.
Oh, really?
It's not Bonnier.
No, it's not.
Terrified. Who is it?
Change the T into an R and you got it.
Yep. I'm going to
E.T. comes out in French as yay.
At a time, I'm so sorry, Noah. You should have gone with your instinct, and you should never, ever trust Roxanne.
Accurate.
Oh, so many men she has led to their doom with her wiles. But you won a point, however, for her, which is all she lives for. So thank you so much for calling and playing, and come back home soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now the game we call Not My Job. Tiffany Haddish was a working comedian and actor for 20 years when she had her huge breakout role as Dina in the movie Girls Trip in 2017. Since then, she has starred in many more movies, TV shows, stand-up specials. She has written 2 New York Times bestsellers, won an Emmy and a Grammy, and has even been bat mitzvahed. Her new show, Tiffany Haddish Goes Off, premiered on Peacock this week. Tiffany Haddish, welcome to Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you.
Hey. I have a thing deep in my heart, because I've known so many, for actors who paid their dues. And you did, right? You were out there for many, many years, starting as a teenager doing comedy. Can you tell us about some of the weird jobs you took to support yourself during the lean years?
Yeah, so I did a lot of, I was a sous chef.
A sous chef?
Yeah, sous chef. Then I was a professional babysitter. Also, I was an energy producer at bar and bat mitzvahs for 11 years. I was an activities coordinator at a youth center.
Wait,
I did
back up.
sound work. I did camera assistant, gaffer, set deck. I've done all the jobs.
I have to ask you, hang on, I think you and I have the same question. An energy producer at bar and bat mitzvahs?
Yeah, I
maybe-
did bar mitzvahs, executive parties, Christmas parties, Hanukkah parties, funerals, you name it. My job produced amazing energy.
So,
at the port.
wait a minute. So you were kind of a hype woman? You were like got the crowd hyped up?
I wouldn't call that a hype woman. What I call it is an energy producer.
Okay.
I produce amazing
I got you.
Yeah,
so
Peter.
I'm just flashing back.
You call it a hype woman? That sounds like Flavor Flav to me.
No,
this
that's
is
not it.
producing
Okay.
Amazing energy.
All right, let me try
This
to.
is make grandpa get up out the chair. The energy so good they gotta start dancing.
All right,
You
so
understand?
She is trying to get past
actually.
that bar
So,
mitzvah thing.
I'm thinking back
Or that-
many years to my own bar mitzvah. This was a very long time ago, and I did not have an energy producer of any kind.
And it was a boring party, wasn't it?
It was pretty dull.
I'm be honest.
It was
with you.
pretty dull. So
Peter.
it's too late now. But
It's never too late.
All
we
right.
can throw you a 67th birthday party.
We can do that, and thank you for
And we
that
can
estimate of
produce-
my age. It crippled me. First of all, so if you had been at my bar mitzvah many years ago, how could you briefly demonstrate how you would have energized the party so it was not the drab synagogue assembly room experience that it was?
First, I would go to you and
Yes.
I would go, young Peter,
Yes.
please take my beautiful brown hand and follow me, darling. And I would lead you out to the dance floor and
Yes.
I would stand you right next to me and I would say, follow my lead, do whatever I do, okay? And smile the whole time. No matter how it feels, just smile the whole time. And I would start with a side-to-side step clap, right? And you side-to-side step clap with me. And
Peter,
I'll be
do
like,
it.
That's right, Peter. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Oh, pump it up. Hey, hey, pump it up. Hey, hey, hey. And then the next thing you know, the whole room is pumping it up.
Retroactively, I am very excited and extraordinarily embarrassed. I am like, because whoa. That
That's
is
the
thing.
Jewish way.
It
That's
is.
the Jewish
Well,
way.
yes. Yes.
Peter, I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen Tiffany. She could make a dreidel spin without spinning it.
She's got that energy.
She just.
You recently had your own bat mitzvah, right? You turned 40? Yeah?
It was a few years ago.
years ago.
It was a few years ago.
Who did you hire? Because you have convinced me of the usefulness of this. Did you hire your own energy producer for your bat mitzvah, or did you handle that yourself?
I hired the same company that I used to work for. I hired them, and we brought in younger, more vibrant energy producers. and then like Billy Crystal did my Aaliyah.
No kidding.
Silverman's sister did she officiated my whole bat mitzvah. Susan
Cheese and
Silverman. It was
crackers.
the most beautiful. It was beautiful.
I want to ask you, one of the things I also learned is that during your years of struggle, you still had ambitions. You knew, and you said sometimes in public that you were going to make it, you were going to be big. Now that, you became incredibly famous with Girls Trip and many stuff since then. What is the first thing you did when you started making real money?
I bought a microscope.
A microscope?
Yeah, I bought a $359 microscope that took pictures of bacteria, and I could upload those bacteria to Google and I could find out exactly what it is. To me, okay, so in my mind, it was me developing my relationship with God and just seeing all the things He created. And did you know that some bacteria look just
Okay.
like people?
Okay.
Really? I mean, I thought they were like some of them were like rod shaped and some of them were squiggly, but you're saying that you look
Yeah,
through
and
that.
some of them is ugly as just ugly. And I'm
Right.
like, oh God, I see what you was doing. This guy's a bacteria
Some of
like
them
this,
bright
like
orange.
this candida.
I know that.
And I'm just curious about all the stuff God does. Like that's why.
Well played. I heard that. Some of them are bright orange. Nice.
That's why I like swimming with sharks and stuff, because you see all the plant life and animal life down there, and you just like, look how creative he is. He's so creative.
That could be your last thought just before one of those sharks eats you.
I know, right?
You know.
But see, here go the thing. Sharks don't really like people like that. That's why they bite them and spit them out, because we too acidic. So as long as I keep drinking soda, girl, I'm good.
Tiffany Haddish, it is a joy to talk to you, but we have invited you here to play a game, and this time we are calling it
Girls Trip. Meet Girl Strip.
You start in Girls Trip, so we're going to ask you about comic strips about girls. Girl strips. Get it?
Yeah.
Answer.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was gonna be something else. I'm like,
I know.
If you're the boy strip,
I know.
know about the boy strip club.
I bet you do. But no, I wanted to clarify that's what we're doing. We're a weekend show for families. So here you go.
Okay.
All about the
Family show.
Rangers.
Here we
Let's
go. Here, so answer 2 to 3 questions right, you'll win our prize.
What was that?
I said she's all about those rescue rangers.
Yep. And the chairs. The furniture
Yes.
and the rescue rangers, man. You should see what those rescue rangers do on those chairs.
Not today. It's too early in the day for that.
What, Chippendale jokes?
No, watching them.
Oh. Maybe for you.
I need to be properly awake to appreciate something like that, which means more tea, which means this is too early.
Okay.
Questions right, you'll win our prize for one of our listeners. Bill, who is Tiffany Haddish playing for?
Liz Patterson of Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, here's your first question. The most famous girl strip is, of course, Kathy, that long-running strip about a single woman with issues. Kathy ended its run in 2010, but it left its mark on the comic strip industry. How? A, the strip in which she married her boyfriend Irving was so bad, the phrase marrying Irving now means ruining your comic strip forever. B, whenever a comic strip writer can't...
What had you said?
Nothing.
B, whenever a comic strip writer can't think of something for a character to say, they just say, ack, like Kathy did. Or C, the highest praise one comic artist can say to another is, I thought I was reading Kathy.
2.
You're going to go for B, no.
You're going with B. I'm going with C.
I'll go with A.
All right.
You're going to go for B, no, I'm afraid it was marrying Irving.
Oh.
Marrying Irving, because people believe that completely ruined, that's like the comic strip equivalent of jumping the shark. Here's your next question. The Barbie doll was in part originally inspired by a German newspaper comic strip called Lily. Who was Lily, the character Lily? Was she A, the beautiful wife of an ugly bricklayer named Kenneth, B, a, quote, high-end call girl, or C, a beauty pageant winner who became a surgeon, an astronaut, and an Olympic gymnast?
B.
Yeah, I'll go with
B.
You're going to go with B.
Yeah, because the way her makeup was and stuff, and she always had her boobs out.
That's right. You have figured it out. That's what Lily was. So Lily was you got it right. Lily was a risque comic for adults in the 50s in Germany, and the company started making dolls of Lily, and the wife of one of the founders of Mattel was in Germany, saw one and said, hey, I can work with that. All right, here's your last question. The comic strip Little Orphan Annie ended its run in 2010. What was the adorable orphan's fate in the very last Little Orphan Annie comic strip? Was it A, she was being held captive by an Eastern European war criminal? B, she discovered her real parents were the Romanovs, making her heir to the Russian throne? Or C, she instantly aged the 90 years that had passed since the first strip and crumbled into dust?
Like Thanos?
I
much
think
like
it's
Thanos,
B,
yes.
but
What
I
was
want it
the
to be
A
A
C.
again was that she was being held captive by an Eastern European war criminal.
No,
Then
A.
I'm going to go with she got kidnapped, and that's how they came with the movie Taken.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
In fact, I believe in the final frame of the final strip, Daddy Warbucks is saying into a phone, I have certain skills. Bill, how did Tiffany Haddish do in our quiz?
Are you kidding? She rewrote the quiz.
She's a winner in everything. You have brought the energy in this little right.
Peter, I told you.
You told me, and you did not exaggerate.
There she is.
I did.
She's still going.
She's still going.
Brian was your advance man,
Yes, it's
Tiffany.
true. Tiffany Haddish is an Emmy and Grammy winner. You can see her in her new show, Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. It is streaming on Peacock now. If it is a quarter as fun as talking to her in real life, it will be amazing. Tiffany Haddish, thank you so much for being with us. You're the best. In just a minute, Bill gives you his tip for staying healthy this flu season in our Listener Limerick Challenge. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to join us in the air. We'll be back in a minute with more of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR.
Antibiotic and high quality.
With Lessons Hand ABB.
I'm Bill Curtis. We're playing this week with Brian Babylon, Paula Poundstone, and Roxanne Roberts. And here again is your host at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Bill. In just a minute, we enjoy the bounty of our annual harvest of limericks. If you'd like to play, give us a call at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. But right now, panel, we have some more questions for you from the week's news. Roxanne, athletic gear can be very expensive. A pair of Lululemon pants, for example, can cost as much as $150. But one solution to get them cheaper is to buy them how?
Okay, I'm going to say used.
You're right.
Okay.
Used workout gear. It's becoming more and more popular online as people resell their high-end Lululemon sports bras and running shorts, and this time not solely to perverts.
Yeah, it sounds like some OnlyFans action.
Yeah, it does, actually, yeah.
A lot of times with eating pants, or I like to call them yoga pants or eating pants.
Eating pants? Oh, you mean eating?
Eating, like, let me get my eating pants on, because I got a lot of room in them. But it's like, I've noticed, like, a lot of times those in the thighs, they're real rubbed in. It's like they're all napped up.
They get peely.
They get real peely.
Okay, Peter is a runner. His thighs don't even know each other.
Oh, would that it were so. I would only trust this if you got with the clothes a detailed description of what the person who had owned them before did with them, right? Oh, they were just your lounge around pants? Fine. Oh, you went to hot yoga in them once? Burned them.
Y'all are talking as if you're not aware that you can wash clothes.
But, Paula, what I'm talking about ain't no washing gonna help. When your thighs rub together, you can't wash that away.
No.
Got a question for you, Paula, right here.
I
Paula,
can't wait.
There's a hot new trend in wedding receptions. In addition to a DJ, an open bar, you know, the cake. Many receptions now feature somebody walking around.
An energy producer.
Somebody they've hired for this purpose doing what?
Energy producer.
I wish.
Collapsing,
No.
and they have to be revived.
Swooning? No.
That's not right. But what kind of energy do you think that would bring to a wedding?
What had you said?
Photobombing, causing drama.
Oh. I was going to say objecting.
That could be.
Oval Office.
No.
Make a good point.
Will you give me a hint? I'll try to get it.
Wow, it's like these people must have paid big bucks. They got Kenny G.
Like an impressionist? Like a celebrity?
Person.
No, like Kenny G.
Kenny G.
What does Kenny G do?
He plays the saxophone.
Yes, playing the saxophone.
Wait, just the sax?
Right, just the saxophone. If you wish your big day sounded like the loudest parts of a Bruce Springsteen song, we have the wedding service for you. More and more weddings are featuring a, quote, loose saxophonist at the reception. And by loose, we just mean, wandering around without a band or anything. But yes, he will also be sleeping with your most desperate bridesmaid.
A loose saxophonist.
A loose saxophonist.
That's such a... I love that phrase.
As in saxophonist on the loose.
Yeah, loose saxophonist.
Why are these couples, like, asking for a saxophonist? Brides are like, I always pictured that on my wedding day, there'd be somebody there, both balding, but with a ponytail. And this seemed like the simplest way to do it.
Because they want that slightly mournful Edmund Fitzgerald energy.
I mean, you're limited by the fact that they're loose. I mean, you're not going to have a loose kettle drum player.
That's true.
But I think saxophones are very sexy.
You do?
I mean,
yeah.
The beginning of Careless Whisper, is that what they're doing? Like,
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's the only. I'm trying to think of like Like the heat is on, like the heat is up, winner, don't wanna. I'm trying to think of all the songs that demand sax energy.
The mac
and I
and
can't
cheese
match it up
commercial,
with
the Kraft mac and cheese
wedding
commercial.
reception. When you're trying to get turned up,
A bunch of
sax
things
ain't
by
it.
Rod Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine is.
Yeah.
All right.
Coming up, it's Lightning Fill in the Blank, but first it's the game where you have to listen for the rhyme. If you'd like to play on air, call or leave a message at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. You can see us most weeks right here at the Studebaker Theater in downtown Chicago, or catch us on the road. We'll be in Phoenix, Arizona on December.
My favorite blues band, my ideal blues band would probably just be accordion, saxophone, harmonica.
Okay.
Maybe occasionally guitar. Now all I can think of is the Squirtle with sunglasses playing the saxophone set loose at a wedding. Yep. And that Squirtle is going to sleep with your most desperate bridesmaid. I can promise you.
He's got the sunglasses. You know it's going to happen.
He's a Squirtle. You know it's going to happen.
This is not for you.
Where Tig Notaro will be joining us again on our panel, and we all plan on doing our best show ever just for you. Tickets and info are at nprpresents.org. And if you like our show but can't stand it for more than a few seconds at a time, check us out at TikTok at WaitWaitNPR. Hi, you're on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, everyone. My name is Benjamin. I'm calling in from Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, Columbia's a great place. What do you do there?
I'm a musician. I'm not a saxophone player.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you loose?
It's a shame because there's some money-making opportunities out there. What do you play?
Yeah, I missed my calling. I'm a trumpet player and a singer, and once I figure out how to do both of those things at the same time, you will see me on YouTube.
I was about to say that those are two sort of mutually exclusive musical specialties.
Louis Armstrong did
no,
that,
they
right?
aren't. Yeah, but he didn't do it at the same time.
Yes, I did.
Well, Benjamin, welcome to
That
the
was
show.
a really
Bill Kurtz
good
is going to read you
impression.
3 news-related limericks with the last word or phrase missing from each. If you can fill in that last word or phrase correctly in 2 of the limericks, you'll be a winner. Ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, here is your first limerick.
Those birds with long wings and a wee skull can steal food and squawk and
Seagull.
still be dull. But sound like Bill Curtis, and they will not hurt us. A deep voice will scare off a
seagull.
Seagull, yeah. A recent study has discovered that talking to seagulls in a deep voice will stop them from stealing your food. But be careful. Many of us have found out the hard way that this is also how you turn them on.
Get out of my chips.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And Paula, before you ask, this study, this is how they did it. They did a closed Tupperware container of French fries. And
you
put them in the
ask.
ground. And when seagulls approached, a recording either played a neutral bird song, that's the control, right? Or a recording of a loud male voice playing at different volumes. Speaking made them walk away. Shouting made them fly away. Conversely, speaking to them after inhaling helium made them eat your face.
Because seagulls are savage. There's a video floating around where there's a seagull that's flew down and took a lady's full steak.
Wow.
A steak.
A steak.
That's not a mouse. That's
No.
a full steak. So, hey, get away from my steak, seagull. I don't know if that would have worked because that seagull was dedicated.
That was, yeah. Here is your next limerick.
To dreamland I'd like to embark. So this shower is hitting the mark. I'm embracing the night by killing the lights. I'm washing
Showering in
myself
the dark.
in the
Dark.
Yes, in the dark. Dark showering. Literally, showering in the dark.
Nope.
apparently can calm your brain and allow for a better transition to sleep. And if you slip on something in the shower that's dark and crack your head, a much faster transition to sleep.
Sounds like a safety hazard. Definitely a safety hazard.
What was that?
It's a potentially more permanent transition to sleep.
Very much. I'm sorry. No. I'm aware of too many horror movies, so no. And I'm well aware that Psycho, the lights were on in Psycho. Just still, no. Nope, I'm good. No. That just no. No showering in the dark. I really like having lots of light in the shower when I shower. Unfortunately, my shower is not built to have lots of light in it. It's got a wall between it and the light source.
Yeah.
So my shower is just always kind of dark.
Yeah.
I was aware of this when I was building it, too. I was like, I don't like this. This does not make me happy. Why are we doing it this way? But I wasn't in charge, so.
Well, if you ever install a more see-through wall in there, let me know and I will happily paint it for you if you want.
No, I think I'm going to install a light over the shower instead.
Not so much less see-through as more putting colored pictures up so the light still goes through, but it's not, just a clear wall.
Just go with those late 70s, early 80s glass bricks.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, but the easy thing would be to get a slap light and put it up over the shower.
This is true.
I mean, let's be realistic. I could tear down the wall. I mean, it's not a full wall. It doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, but it does house the plumbing. I could tear that down and put in the glass bricks. But I would have to cut out part of the fiberglass shower. Like the shower stall is actually a single piece of molded fiberglass. That we built the wall to hold, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the whole thing could be. Yes, I could put some sort of light allowing wall there, but to do that, I'd have to probably take out the entire fiberglass shower and just redo the interior of the shower.
I have two problems with the quote-unquote slap light. I understand what you're talking about. Just hadn't heard that term used before. One, if you put it in a place that's easily reachable, you will occasionally slip in the shower and turn off the light. Because you have fumbled around to balance yourself and slapped the light.
That's fair.
Two, if you put it on the ceiling above the shower, then you will end up cracking your skull as you go to turn it off after the shower.
That and I can't really reach the ceiling. However, I think there are places I can put it that are high enough up that I won't accidentally hit it. In a place that it will put light into the shower. Not so awkward that I can't get, or that getting to it would be dangerous. I do
Yes,
have a
there
few
are.
spots.
There are plenty of those spots, but that takes all the fun out of my statement.
Yes,
I mean,
it
the other
does.
thing that would take some, but not all of the fun out is realizing that one, the rest of the bathroom light's going to be on, so it's not actually going to be totally dark in there at any point. But also, you could put one of the motion-activated slap lights up, and you don't have to actually reach it to turn it on and off. So you could put it on the ceiling.
Yep. Thank you. See, I like this theory. Motion.
Of course, then you have to make sure you are dancing around enough in the shower to maintain the motion to keep the light on, which would eventually lead to bonking and your head.
Yeah. I don't stand still in the shower very much. Like, although, I don't know. I mean, the real solution is to get into the attic above the shower, cut out a hole, and place an actual light there. And
yes, but why do so much work when you can, do other more fun things that would have us teasing you for ages later?
Well, because electrical work is the bit of the trades that I actually kind of enjoyed. I won't say liked, but it was better than anything else. So installing a light is actually kind of in my wheelhouse.
I'll have to remember that the next time I come across things to terrify electricians, because I've got 2 or 3 others that I send terrible things to, and I'll have to include you on the list.
I mean, you can. I won't pay it a whole lot of attention because I don't do a lot of electrical these days. But
I mean,
you can.
It's not a case of paying it attention. It's the case of realizing what you're looking at and going, oh no.
Also, I'd like to point out that you're just re-traumatizing me by doing that. Like, all of the electrical work I've done has been going behind other people who have done it wrong.
That's what my other friends are doing, so.
Right.
I find that statement shocking.
But your other friends weren't traumatized by it. It's not a trauma point for them.
Oh, it is. They're just still actively working as electricians.
Okay. They don't have the language to say, please don't re-traumatize me.
This is true. They don't.
I have the language to say, please don't re-traumatize me.
Fine, I won't re-traumatize you.
Thank you.
Hazard. No, dark showering is very relaxing and very pleasant until you hear a voice from the darkness say, hey, can you pass the shampoo?
Yeah. Like, I can see the Geico gecko saying, that's not a good idea.
Yeah. He's in there too?
Yeah, but for insurance purposes. It's like your premium's going to go up. But he was in there looking, though. That was the weird part.
Looking up, man. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. All right, Benjamin, here is your last limerick.
Real doctors, oh heck, what do they know? I will not take meds on their say-so. Raw and sliced for a rash, for a cold, cooked and mashed. I fill up my socks with...
Potato?
I'm going to need that one again. The only thing that's coming to my brain is Drano, and I'm
Don't put Drano in your socks. That's very important. Don't do that. Here we go.
Real doctors, oh heck, what do they know? I will not take meds on their say-so. Raw and sliced for a rash, For a cold, cooked and mashed. I fill up my socks with...
Aha, potato.
Potato, yes!
Good going.
If you get your medical advice from TikTok, you've heard that the best way to cure a cold is to put a slice of raw potato on your sock before bed. I thought this was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard, but then someone explained you're supposed to then put the socks on your feet. The theory is that pressing a cut potato against the skin draws out toxins from the body. But according to a leading pediatrician interviewed by the Washington Post, that does not work. She said, quote, that would mean the virus would need to be drawn out of the blood through all of the tissue and skin and into the potato, at which point the...
I finally realized why the Trump administration is fighting so hard to keep TikTok running, even after they tried to shut it down previous time. Because Kennedy has a stake in it.
I'm just saying. Steak and potatoes. I'm just saying. That is not a punchline. That is prescient. Not even prescient. That is correct. This is, this is the kind of thing that advances their propaganda so easily. I'm going to press play before we go off on a rant about this.
Yes.
No. At which point the reporter muttered, I'm sorry to waste your time, and left. Bill, how did Benjamin do in our quiz?
Oh, boy, did he do a good job. Perfect score.
Well done, Benjamin. Congratulations. And good luck on finding that moment when you can sing and play the trumpet at the same time.
It'll happen. I'm confident. I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
So, Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson is able to sing and play the flute at the same time. He does a thing where he's singing into his flute and playing flute at the same time. I can sing and play harmonica at the same time. And sing is a generous term. I'm not sure that I can get full words out. And most of the time Ian Anderson does it, it's more of tonal vocalizations through the flute, but it's not lyrics exactly. But it's still so. Now the thing is, and this is why I think he can sing and play trumpet at the same time, is because he can. I think it would be harder with a reed instrument because you don't have a large open airway like you do with trumpet, harmonica, and flute. But you still have the ability to activate those vocal folds, the true vocal folds that cause tonal expression that is singing. And so I think singing and playing trumpet at the same time wouldn't actually be that hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion on that matter.
This message comes from Capital One. The Capital One Venture X business card has no preset spending limit, so the card's purchasing power can adapt to X business card. Pasture-raised hen. Soaking in the sunshine.
And each correct answer now worth 2 points. Bill, can you give us the scores?
Rack them up. Roxanne and Paula each have 3. Brian has 2.
Okay. So let us say then that, Brian, you're going to go first. Brian, the clock will start when I begin your first question.
You all
Fill in the
ready?
blank.
Okay.
On Wednesday, the last...
What?
Yep.
Go for it.
All right.
The last blank was minted in Philadelphia.
Penny.
Right. On Tuesday, a federal judge ordered the release of over 600 people arrested during blank raids in Chicago.
Ice.
Right. This week, experts warned against President Trump's suggestion of boosting home sales by offering a 50-year blank.
Mortgage.
Right. Despite the end of the government shutdown, experts are still warning of potential Thanksgiving blank delays.
Travel.
Turkey.
Flight delays. On Thursday, unionized baristas across the country began a strike against blank.
Starbucks.
Right. On Tuesday, solar storms meant that the blanks were visible much further south than usual.
Northern Lights.
In what is definitely not a bad omen, a blank was spotted during an oceanfront wedding in San Diego.
Pack sharks.
No, a sinking ship. Wedding photographers caught the sinking ship out in the water while the bride and groom were reciting their vows. Feels like a bad sign, but it's going to be amazing when the couple hit their 50th wedding anniversary and a bunch of kids on TikTok discover that sinking ship for the first time. Bill, how did Brian do in our quiz?
Very well. He got 5 right, 10 more points, total of 12, and the lead.
All right. Okay. Paula, I'm going to select you to go next. Please fill in the blank. On Wednesday, civil rights leader blank was hospitalized in Chicago.
Jesse Jackson.
That's right,
Right.
Reverend Jesse Jackson. In response to a buildup of U.S. ships in the Caribbean Sea, blank announced a massive military mobilization.
Maduro.
Venezuela.
Right. This week, a new report found that 25% of American families are living blank check to blank check.
Paycheck to paycheck.
That's right. This week, a federal judge permanently barred the White House from sending blank troops to Portland.
Military troops.
Specifically from
National
the
Guard.
National Guard. That's right. This week, 3 men in New Jersey were arrested for planning a huge heist of blank.
It was a huge, the Louvre guys. They were
No.
going to rob from the Louvre guys.
Huge heist of stuffed animals from a local amusement park. On Friday, the jackpot for the blank neared $1 billion.
For the lottery.
Right. This week, police in Indiana had a major breakthrough in the case of a man covered in peanut butter running around a college campus because they discovered blank.
A woman running around in jelly.
No. That's good. That's actually that would be like the plot of such a great romantic comedy. They just keep missing each other, right? They were made for each other. No, what they discovered was that the man is actually covered in sunflower butter. For weeks, people at Purdue University have been looking for who they called Peanut Butter Man after blurry videos showed a man covered in peanut butter wandering around campus like a sticky Bigfoot. But good news, police revealed he was a considerate sticky Bigfoot and was actually covered in hypoallergenic sunflower butter. He also identified the suspect, which was actually pretty easy. He was the one that the K-9 units could not stop licking. Bill, how did Paula do in our quiz?
Oh, we're running so close. She got 5 right, 10 more points, total of 13, puts her 1 point in the lead.
All right, so how many then does Roxanne need to win?
5 to tie, 6 to win.
All right, Roxanne, here we go. This is for the game. Fill in the blank. On Monday, President Trump floated the idea of paying Americans $2,000 from the money collected for blanks.
Tariffs.
Right.
Tariffs.
On Tuesday, Jack Schlossberg, the grandson of blank, announced he was running for Congress.
John F. Kennedy.
Right. This week, the National Transportation Safety Board arrived in Louisville to determine the cause of a UPS blank crash.
The plane crash.
Right. According to a new study, listening to music most days could help guard against blank later in life.
Dementia.
Right. This week, police in Canada said that the men who stole a bus and took it on a joyride there blanked.
He made the scheduled stops.
Yes, he did a great job driving, didn't dent the bus, picked
Great.
up all the passengers. He was doing a good job. On Monday, soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo said the 2026 blank will be his last.
World Cup.
Olympics.
Right. On Thursday, Bad Bunny performed at the Latin Blank Awards.
Grammy.
Right. Police in Ireland searching for a possibly escaped lion instead found blank.
They found a dog with a lion haircut.
You're exactly right.
Wow.
They had reports of a lion-like animal roaming the woods, so the Irish police searched for it, and they found instead a very friendly dog named Mouse who had just had his fur shaved to resemble a lion's mane. We are Not sure who gave it that haircut and why, but the phrase, an Irish lion was actually a dog named Mouse, sounds like a mnemonic device for remembering a group of regional lakes. Bill, did Roxanne do as well as I thought she did?
She's off the scale, 8 right, 16 more points, 19 wins.
She came, she saw, she did what she usually does. In just a minute, we're going to ask our panelists to predict what will be the Pope's favorite movie of 2026. But first, let me tell you that Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is a production of NPR and WBEZ Chicago in association with Urgent Haircut Productions, Doug Berman, Benevolent Overlord. Philip Godica writes our limericks. Our public address announcer is Paul Friedman. Our tour manager is Shana Donald. Thanks to the staff and crew at the Studebaker Theater. DJ Liederman composed our theme. Our program is produced by Jennifer Mills, Miles Dornbos, and Lillian in your long shadow king. Special thanks to Mohamed El-Sheikhi and Monica Hickey. This week, Tallulah will be playing the role of Peter Gwynn. Our visual host is Emma Choi. Technical direction is Lorna White. Our CFO is Colin Miller. Our production manager is Robert Newhouse. Our senior producer is Ian Chillag. And the executive producer of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is Mike Cablenit Danforth. Now, panel, what would be the Pope's favorite movie next year? Brian Babylon.
Are you there, God? It's me, Leo.
I can see why he'd like that one. Roxanne Roberts.
Dirty Dancing 3, Vatican Nights.
And Paula Poundstone.
Southside Popey, the story of the Pope of the people who fixes his own car.
Well, if any of that happens, panel, we'll ask you about it on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you, Bill Curtis. Thanks also to Brian Babylon, Paula Poundstone, Roxanne Roberts. Thanks to our fabulous audience here at the Studebaker Theater in beautiful downtown Chicago, Illinois. Thanks to all of you for listening, wherever you may be. I'm Peter Sagal. We'll see you next week.
Da, 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 da. This is NPR. Well, all right, so here are the scores. Kat coming in second place with 27, and Peanut Gallery and I getting to 29 in different ways. He got one more of the bonus questions than I did, and I got two more of the regular questions than he did. So, there are the scores. That has been today's game. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Thank you, everybody in the audience, for being here. Thank you, Just Me Crystal. Thank you, Chris into 386. That's everybody.
It's everybody that's chatted. It looks like we've got a couple of we've got at least one lurker.
Yes. Thank you, lurkers. Much love to everybody. Stick around for the raid. We will be raiding into the Sunday No Pants raid train. We will be raiding into DJ 506 of the Sunday No Pants raid train, who is covering for DJ Margarita Mel this week. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Now is the time on the show when I say, as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down, VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all. Oh, there's the right button.